Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm doing great. Let me get ready to record here. Well, thank you for coming on the red carpet round table.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. Can you let the audience a little bit know about yourself and we'll go from there?
Yeah, so my name is Brianna Reyes. I am a singer, dancer, and actor. I just came out with my first single called Too Much for Quiet, and I have just now been signed to be do a movie.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you
And
so
let's
much.
let's dig into what got you started in the entertainment industry because I know this is like it's a thick you have to have the thick skin, right? To be
Yeah.
in the entertainment industry. So let's go into that and let's go into details about that.
Of course. So I started when I was around two years old ish. I literally came out of the womb singing. Like it's always been anything I've done. But I started ballet when I was around 2 years old, and I've just never left the arts since. I never took up any sports or anything. I'm just always doing something artistic with my time.
And your first song came out and everybody can
Yes,
hear it on where can they hear it? iHeartRadio?
all platforms.
And what's your song about?
My song, so it's mainly about a lot of just like insecurities that I think a lot of teenagers, especially teenage girls, face now that like everything's embarrassing, everything is very nuanced with it. And I like put it all into words and I'm like, this is how I feel. And I'm kind of sick of it. And I kind of stopped people pleasing every time I could.
Okay. And let's go into it. Your song, it's out, of course. And
Yes.
do you have any other upcoming songs that you're gonna write or sing or?
I've been in the studio. I've been working with my producer Matt McEwen. We've been coming up with certain samples here and there to see what we want to do, but definitely more music in the future.
And then you can also tell me you speak another language, if you mind me asking. Is that
I
correct?
do. I speak Spanish.
And do you sing in Spanish as well?
See, I always get asked to, and I feel like I would want to, but I always get put in English, so I'm not like the strongest in singing in Spanish because I'm always being put in English
Hmm.
lyrics. So
And I want to dig into having a thick skin. What have you noticed about being in the entertainment industry as a actress and young actress, or any age, of course, but auditions and all that stuff. So let's talk about your journey and your testimony.
you have to get really, really used to rejection. That's something that I wasn't very good at handling at first because I'd be like, what do you mean you didn't want me? Guys. But the fear of rejection, I think, can get a lot of people really, really down when it comes to this industry. But you have to learn that every no is just part of the journey and it's going to get you to the final place where you need to be. And it's if it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. And I think that that took a really long time for me to
Hmm.
understand as well.
And what do you mean by that for you to understand as well?
I would get so like it would like beat me down every time I would get a rejection. Because I did musical theater for a really long time, for about a decade actually, and I found myself getting really hurt and taking it personally whenever I wasn't casted or I didn't get the role I wanted. And I had to learn very young that rejection is normal and it's not it doesn't even necessarily have to do anything with me, or it could, and it's fine. And it just I use that rejection to fuel me more to work more. But a lot of people are also learning that, and I think that it just takes time, and I
Hmm.
think it's a great lesson to learn for everyday life.
Absolutely. You have to love what you're doing to be in the entertainment industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because this is a thick screen. I mean, thick skin, sorry. It's
Oh
a
yeah.
roller coaster up and down, right? You
Oh
may
yeah.
be having a high moment and then you have nothing for maybe a week or two.
Hmm.
So it's like it's a sitting game.
It really is.
So if you mind me asking, where are you based out of?
So I am based in Orlando. I mean, I'm kind of everywhere, so I can really do anything. But yeah, I'm based out of Orlando right now.
So you're a Florida-based actress singer.
Yes.
That's well, amazing. And what can you tell me about the Florida entertainment industry? Do you feel like it's growing or do you feel like it's steady growing?
Think that it's really big. I think especially with the theme parks. If we're talking live entertainment, I think it's huge because at least I'm in Central Florida, so that's a very big tourist area. So with the theme parks and all these tourist attractions, there's so much entertainment. There's so many actors here, and I feel like people don't realize it, but there's so much theater too. There's like theaters every corner here. It's insane. I love it.
And you said you've done theater, right?
Yes.
And do you like theater more? Do you like being on stage?
That's a good question. I think I really love theater because I love the audience part, like feeding off of the audience, but I really love performing my like music on stage more so. Um, but theater has like a very special place in my heart. I love it.
And you said you started doing theater before acting, is that correct?
Yes.
So, I want to dig into that. Do you mean doing some acting scenes on stage, or do you mean singing and
Like,
dancing?
so I originally started with dance and I did dance for the first like couple years of me doing anything, obviously, as one does, as most people do.
Hmm.
Um, and then I started being really interested in like theatrical stuff. Like my mom was like, "You're really dramatic. Let's get you to do something that'll like get out that energy." And I'm like, let's do it. And I started doing like full plays and like musicals and I really, really enjoyed it. And I stayed in it for a really long time, and I love it.
And amazing. And you do both now.
Yes.
If you had to choose one, I know I'm going to ask anyways, but if you had to choose one, which one would you prefer?
Mm, I would choose music. I love it. It's honestly like a different language for me that I just am
Hmm.
fully fluent in, and I can talk about music for hours and hours and hours.
Right. That's true. Any upcoming roles that you're acting in?
At the moment, I just have the movie pending. I
Hmm.
for the rest of this 2025, I'm traveling with family and I'm taking time to take it easy because
Relax.
I just had a crazy couple months. So I'm going to be traveling with family, and in April I will be filming in Puerto Rico for my movie.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you're allowed to tell. Can you tell the audience a little bit about the movie?
What I can say is that it's a really like thoughtful story on generational trauma and how families can deal with that and how it can affect families negatively. And I think it's a really beautiful story that I can't wait for everyone to see.
And of course, we don't know when it's going to be released. So,
No, not yet.
and can we talk about what your character is or no?
I can say that my character is a definitely a wealthy teenage girl. And that's I think I don't know how much I can share
No, I
about
don't
the
understand.
script.
Don't say anywhere. That's a good line. I gotta ask, and I know this movie's coming out, but what is any upcoming challenging role you've done in the past?
Hmm. There's a couple. I've done a couple roles that have really challenged me. I don't really have many film credits, but I can talk about my theater background. I did earlier this year. I did a show, and it's a chorus line. It's very well known, and I was playing Diana, and that was really hard because most of the entire show, I'm standing on stage pretty much, and I'm doing very like intense dancing, and that was really hard because it took a lot of stamina that I needed to build up during the rehearsal process. And then I also did a professional production 2 years in a row of Christmas Carol at the Orlando Shakes. And that was really difficult rehearsal wise because I was working around 10 hours a day.
Wow.
And I was, I had school and then I had all that going still. So that was a challenge. And I think it was very rewarding, but it was hard.
10 hours a day is a long time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's like, so from what time was that? The 10
From
hours.
around it would vary every day. It would be around from like noon to as long as like the child labor laws would let me stay. So that's always fun.
So you were how old were you when that happened, if I'm asking?
So my first year I was 14, and then my second year I was 15, which is last year.
Hmm.
And this year
That's
I'm too old for any of the kid roles. So
right.
I'm
Wow.
here.
I technically for me, in my view, you're still a teenager actress.
Yes.
Yes. And so I gotta ask, as yourself, as a teenager actress, how do you find
Mhm.
time to do schoolwork and, homework and your normal routine? Because I know it's hard because like homework and school and if you do sports and now you're singing and you're acting.
Say it's really stressful. It's a very overwhelming thing that I needed to build up. I built up the discipline over the time, but at first there was like no, I had like I was so bad. It was so bad. But now I've built up a routine where I get like one day a week to catch up on school, and I just sit down because I'm online. So my teachers are very flexible with my learning. They are aware of the type of schedule that I have and that I have for a while. And they are very helpful with keeping me on track with my learning and everything. But I will say it is very overwhelming. Oh my gosh. Oof.
And yeah, school and you have homework and
Yeah.
singing and auditions and so that's good you're doing online school. That's, I mean, grateful that
Yeah.
you have teachers are understanding and everything. And so what's your long-term goal? Do you see yourself still acting? Do you still see yourself singing? Or do you see yourself moving to New York, LA, or Atlanta?
I see myself. I would love to live in New York or LA. I've always been a city girl. I love the city. But I think for now I'm at home. I'm here. I still have to finish high school. I want to go to college. I want to get my education, and I want to see where it takes me. Wherever it takes me, I'll go with it.
Hmm.
So if it leaves me here, then I'm here. Or if it takes me elsewhere, anywhere else in the world, I'll go.
That's true. Amazing.
Yeah.
And what's your best advice you ever heard or received?
The best advice I ever heard was actually from my acting coach, because I had told her, I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready. Like, this is like a lot. And she just told me to cancel out the noise and to let it let it take me where it needs to take me. And I think that that has put a lot of ease in my
Hmm.
brain with everything, because it's all very at once what's happening with my life right now. And it's a very big change to what my life was before.
Right. That's 100%. I'm gonna bring this up because you're a teenager, and I always try to bring this to most of the guests. Mental health. How do you handle your mental health? Like you said, you have all that anxiety, you have homework and school and everything that's going on in your life, right?
Yeah.
And how do you have time to sit down and focus on yourself and listen to music and just how do you trying to find the right word focus everything out like forget about
Yeah.
everything. Some people may watch movies or watch funny videos or something. What helps you?
Well, what I like to do is, and yes, I love the conversation of mental health, especially with teenagers. And in today's times, it's a very needed conversation. I think what I like to do is I like to lay down in bed and I get to chill. I put like a face mask on and I watch a little bit of like a show that I'm watching, and I think I like I try to pour out of my like
Hmm.
anxiety and overwhelm and all my frustration into my music, and that's a really good outlet for me as well. I find being in the studio a very calming experience, and it's a very safe environment for me that I can just pour it all out and let it go. It's like my therapy. It's amazing.
Right, very true. And I think it's very important we talk about mental health because
Yeah,
we need to talk about it. It's very important in our day and age and everything.
of course. Yes.
And so, what is your favorite movie you've seen so far that you recommend to audience?
Since it's the holidays, I watch every year. I watch Love Actually. It's one of the best movies of all time. I love rom-coms. Any rom-com is good, but I love Love Actually right now.
And I think I've seen it. It's really good.
It's really good.
So yes, I totally agree with you. Is there any movie that you've seen in movie theater that you recommend?
Mm. I just saw The Running Man, like I think last week with Glenn Powell. It's based on a Stephen King book and
Okay,
it's
how
a
did you like it?
remake. It was so good. Oh my gosh. It's like the themes of like, you know, the media filtering out things that they don't want the people to see. I think it's just a fantastic movie and it's very well made. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'll definitely see it.
It's
I've
real good.
seen the Mission Impossible movie and I've seen a couple movies, but yes, that 100%. I totally agree with you. What is your dream genre role you want to act in?
My
TV show
dream
or movie, both can be
genre.
fine.
Mm, I really want to be, other than rom coms, because of course I want to be in a rom com, but I would really love to be in a horror movie. And I'm so sorry for saying this, Mom. My mom hates horror movies. I'm so sorry. I love horror movies and I would love to challenge myself in that way to be in one day.
Wow, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
let's dig into it because I love horror movie too. Let's talk about some horror movies. What is your favorite, best all-time horror movie that you've seen? And then we'll judge
Mm,
from there. Let's see.
last horror, my favorite one right now. Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh, okay. One of my favorite ones, and this is just like one of my like top
hmm
three. It's
hmm
Fresh with Sebastian Stan and Daisy Edgar Jones.
Okay, okay.
And okay, it's a little bit of a rough topic, but I really like that one. I think it was a really solid movie for me. It was good. It was really good.
How about The Conjurings?
I love the Conjuring movies. I haven't seen the latest one, and I heard that it's like really scary, but I do love the first Conjuring movie. I think it's a classic. I think the pure jump scare of based on a true story was just the most horrific thing for me to see at the end. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I know it's crazy. It's like based on a true
Yes.
story. All those movies are based on a true story.
It's
Yes.
insane. It's insane.
Yeah. I love watching paranormal TV show like Ghost Adventures and all that. And
Yes.
scary. It's like you find out it's in your own state and you're like, oh no. Whoa.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I think I drove by that. Oh wait, I think know where that is. You're like, it's like-
I know we were in St. Louis and then we were like just like on vacation. We were just visiting. And then we found out that like the house from like the real life exorcist was there and I'm like, "Oh my God. Oh God." I was very happy to leave. I was very
wait,
happy to
you were
leave.
staying in the house?
No, 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 no. But it was like so near us. I was like, guys, like I feel the bad juju. Like I think I gotta go. Like it's time to go home. Let's go home to Florida.
Wow, I didn't know it was in St. Louis.
I didn't know that either. It was so scary. And it was like kind of like near spooky season too. So I was just like, I wasn't doing well.
And
I was
it's
not.
based on a true story, right?
It is. It's based on a real exorcism, which is wild to me. Wild.
St. Louis.
Hmm.
Interesting. I don't think that many people know about that.
I don't think so either because I'm a big fan of the Exorcist movies and I have never heard of it. So I was just like, wow,
That's
wow.
interesting.
Hmm.
So you love horror. I've seen Scream. Have you
I
seen?
love Scream. I'm ready for the next one. I'm so ready. I just actually I recently rewatched it leading up to Halloween and I watched one movie a day like the week of Halloween so I could just be like in my spooky moment. It was good.
And I've seen. I know what you did last summer.
Yes.
That one
Yes.
came out.
I haven't seen the remake and I think I might have to watch it tonight.
Yeah, the remake was good. The remake is good. I did not know you like scary movies.
I do. I do. I do. And I don't think that people can really tell that about me because I'm very happy, go cheery. Yes. Yes, guys.
So have you always been a horror movie film fanatic?
Honestly, Kind of, yeah. I love like haunted houses and I love like paranormal stuff. It does freak me out, and I think I just like the adrenaline of it. I think it's really great. Um, and I don't know. I've just always kind of been into it. I don't think anyone really introduced me to it. I think it's just kind of something I found on my own, like young, and I'm like, this is cool.
By watching movies and horror
Yeah,
shows and all that stuff. You know, so that's your dream genre role, a horror film.
I would love it.
And what I gotta ask, what would your part like to be?
See, I want to say Final Girl, but I also really want to have like a really cool death, which sounds really bad. And that sounds like, don't take it out of context, please. But I really want like one of those iconic, like Drew Barrymore has the most, like one of the most iconic murders in
Hmm.
film, which is with Scream 1. I would love to have one of those. That looks so cool. You know, a little one and done. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing that you, I mean, it's weird to say that, but it's amazing you love horror films. I know.
No.
Um, and who is your dream actor and actress that you want to work with?
Mm. I think up there is Anne Hathaway. On that same vein, Julie Andrews. I'm obsessed with her work. I would love to work with what was his name? I forgot his name. But yes, Julie Andrews, Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, even if we're all going in that same vein there. Um, the greats, really, truly.
Right. I totally agree with you. 100%.
Yeah.
I want to go back a little bit as yourself as a teenager actress and you're, getting into the entertainment industry and
Hmm.
having a thick skin and this is, all the challengings to have in this. What is the most difficult thing have you noticed about doing auditions? That's a topic I want to dig into because a lot of people they don't understand about auditions. They think they get into audition, they think it's just easy. They're like, okay, we got a role. But you get all that no's, and it's not about you, it's about the role was not right for you.
Hmm.
So what have you learned from all those?
I've learned that if the role's meant for me, it's meant for me, and I just put it all out there. Like I try to with especially with like my personal way of being and how it varies. It's very different than how the industry is. I turn it on and off. Um, but I've learned with auditions that you just gotta put it all out there. It's not they're not supposed to like they're not intimidating. They're not trying to be intimidating. They're just there trying to get their job done. So if you give them your all, then they can assess well if you are for the part or not. If you get, and nervousness is obviously normal. But when you get nervous, it kind of makes it harder for them to
Hmm.
know the full potential that you can have. So I just put it all out there and then I go get a coffee and I forget about it.
Right. And what's the most funniest audition you ever done? And what's your most embarrassing audition you ever done too?
There's a lot. Okay. So, um, when I was like 7 years old, I had an audition at a theater in Orlando, and I was really nervous. It was like my first like Prince like actual professional show audition, and I had my parents hired a vocal coach for it specifically. I had everything ready, and then the time came, and I just got so scared, and I did the only thing I knew what to do at the time, and I just became evil. I was just like, I'm not going in there. And like the casting director's like, man, we're gonna have to write this down that like you're not auditioning, like that you don't want to be here. And I'm like, do it. I don't want to be here. And I got so scared. Obviously, I did not book the role at all. Mm. That was one of my lowest moments there. Um, and I like didn't tell my mom for like a solid couple years there. I think I told her recently that I did that, and she was like, "Brianna, all this time I thought that you just didn't get it because of whatever, but no, it's your fault." And I'm like, "Yeah, my bad." Oops.
So it took you that long to tell her.
Yeah, it was not my best moment and I still feel bad. I'm like, guys, that's not me. I don't know what came over like my 7-year-old self, but I just decided I'm just gonna be a diva and that's okay.
Wow, embarrassing.
I have not done that again. That has not happened again. Just to put it out there.
Right, right. Not doing it again. No, that's so embarrassing though.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I'm surprised you remember though.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of hard. It's like burned into my memory that like it's one of those things that like stays in the back of your mind and you can't get rid of it no matter how much you try. And I've tried. So,
Try-
yeah.
Have you told any of your friends about that?
No. No. I, they'll know now. So, love you guys. Yeah. If that casting director ever sees that, I am so sorry. That is my bad. My bad.
I got okay. This sounds horrible and embarrassing, but don't. Do you still have the same casting director even now?
No, I haven't auditioned for her again. I have not gone back to that theater to audition again because I'm it's like a walk of shame. I probably will one day, and that's okay. And I'm ready. I've healed. This is I'm getting through things right now.
Hmm. They
So
probably thought you were just a typical child who just felt nervous.
yeah, I was like 7. I don't that doesn't reflect on who I am now. So I should be okay.
Right, 100%.
So
And like you said, you start acting at age 2 or 7?
I started acting around 6 years old, and
Hmm.
then but I did dance leading up to that. So
Okay. And of course, a little bit about you. You were born and raised in Florida, is that correct?
no,
Whoa.
I was actually born and raised in Canada.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I want to dig into that now. What made you go from Canada, of course, born, and what made you move to Florida?
Honestly, and it sounds really kind of silly, but we low key kind of moved here because we really liked Disney.
Hmm.
Um, and my parents had originally lived here and then they moved to Canada. And they lived there for 14 years. And I moved here when I was pretty young. So I was just like, Mickey Mouse, like that's fun. But we ended up doing a year of traveling, then we moved here. So there's a whole lot of gray area with why I moved here. More so, we moved here because we really like the tropical weather and we really, really enjoy Disney and all the theme parks. And, it's a really nice area. So,
And yes, it's warmer
oh, yeah,
in
definitely.
Florida than
Oh, yeah.
Canada.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
But you guys have the crocodiles, right? Or alligator, one of
We do
those.
have alligators, actually. There's a baby alligator right by my house, and I'm kind of obsessed. I don't know. I forgot what I named him. Joey. Joey.
You
Yeah.
really have an alligator outside your house?
Not like outside. So, like, when we go like outside the neighborhood, there's a couple lakes near my house, and there's a baby alligator there, and then there's probably a bunch of alligators in that lake. But yeah, I think I named him Joey when I was like 12.
And you
So
still see Joey.
I think it is. They kind of all look the same to me, but I think it's Joey. I don't think he went that far. I don't know. We'll see.
He's
It's
probably
okay.
like, my name's not Joey, but whatever.
Right, right. It's fine. He's Joey because I say so.
Yeah, right.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's like, I mean, well, congratulations about going to Puerto Rico. This is your first time going to Puerto Rico, is that correct?
It will be my second. I went for my quinceañera last year on a cruise that I did for my party. Yeah.
And but this is your first time going for a film.
Yes.
Wow. And how long are you gonna be there?
That is a good question. Um, I think only like a week. I
Hmm.
don't think it's gonna be that long of a set. I know that part of it's gonna be filmed in Orlando, and then part of it will be filmed in Puerto Rico, and I will be my parts will be filmed in Puerto Rico.
Wow, you're going to a more tropical area for
Yeah.
film.
Oh
And I
yeah.
noticed a lot of film directors are doing more films in Puerto Rico.
I didn't know that.
That's what I've maybe I've heard, maybe I could be wrong, don't quote me, but
Mhm.
that's, Puerto Rico is a great place to do
Oh,
films.
it's beautiful. Yeah.
It's wonderful. And you said last year you went because of I don't want to say it wrong. You did what was it?
A quinceañera.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I didn't want to say it wrong, so that's why I didn't say it. So, what is that?
Basically, in Hispanic culture, when a girl turns 15, it's like her coming into womanhood, kind of like, you know, how Jewish people have like a bat mitzvah or bar
Hmm.
mitzvah. It's called a quinceañera. It's basically my 15th birthday, and usually they have a really big dress with like real big. And then they have a really big party or they have a really nice vacation. I chose to have both, and I had my party on a cruise with a bunch of other quinceañeras, and it was just one of the most wonderful experiences. I have a photo. Wait, a photo right here. Now that I think of it.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
Your whole family.
ooh, ah, yes.
And you were like a big dress.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Huge. Like I could barely walk. It was insane. It was scary.
It was that scary.
Mhm. I was like, I'm like, I needed like people on either side of me, like clearing the way just so I could get through people. It was like humongous. It was real heavy. It was a great experience though. I love it.
Wow. I just had to ask because I've heard about it.
Hmm.
And it's good. I love culture. I
Me
love
too.
culture so much, and I love studying everybody's culture and what their tradition is and
Yeah.
what is it. And to me, I love it. Because I'm from Japan. We and
Oh, wow. You're from
Yeah,
Japan?
yes.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go there for so long. I love Japanese culture.
You should go.
I want to. I think we want to go maybe around next year.
It's a
Maybe.
long ways from Florida.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. I love traveling. I've traveled my
Hmm.
entire life from different places, so traveling wouldn't be a new thing for my family and I.
Wow. And I'm gonna dig into. Do you have if you mind me asking, tongue twisting, any siblings? If you have any siblings, if so, are they also a singer or in the entertainment industry, or are you the only one?
So I have a brother. His name is Jonathan. He's gonna kill me, but I I have an older brother. His name's Jonathan. He's 18 and he's in college. He is not in the entertainment industry. Actually, when we were younger, when I first started doing theater and I was really interested in the arts, my mom couldn't just like drive us from one place to the other, pick us up one place, go to the other. So I got to choose because I'm the younger one, and Jonathan had to do theater with me. But I will say he was pretty darn good, even though he wants nothing to do with it now.
Wow.
Yeah.
He needs to get back into it.
I've been telling him, I said, like, this could be your thing. But he's incredibly smart. He's going to school for cybersecurity and all the technology stuff. So I think I'm really proud of him. He is one of the most intelligent people that I've ever met. And
Wow, that's
it's
amazing. You never know, he may get back into it.
I know. I'm like, it's okay. Just take my job. Just take my job. It's
Right.
fine.
So, other than singing and I mean, I was going to say modeling, but in acting, um, any other hidden talents that nobody knows about except your family and your friends don't
Ooh,
even know?
that's
Maybe.
do I don't I don't think I do. I think my hidden talent used to be that I like sing and then I put out a song. So
Hmm.
yeah, it used to be like my hidden talent used to be like, oh, like she knows way too much about music and all of that. But now it's kind of I put it all out there. I'm like, take it. So
And how do you write your own lyrics? I don't know if I asked you this, but how do you write your own lyrics?
I like to journal a lot. I like to write down my feelings. And from there, I go in because I co write with Matt McEwen, my producer. So him and I kind of come up with things together and we sort them out. But I like to just write whatever I'm thinking down. And I just, I'll put it in my pocket and then I'll go over to the
That's amazing.
studio and we'll find a way to incorporate my experiences.
Well, that's amazing because music brings healing.
Yeah,
to
it really
people.
does.
100%. I totally agree with you. So, congratulations on your music and your upcoming movie.
Thank you so
And where
much.
can people hear your music?
On all platforms, I'm under Brianna Reyes. Too Much for Quiet is the song. Any platform where you can get music, I'm there.
And I saw on your Instagram you went to an iHeartRadio studio.
Yes.
How was that?
It was really great. I was with Real Radio 104.1 with Monfors in the Morning, and I got to debut my song on iHeartRadio, which is was an insane opportunity that I've been given, and it's just so amazing. And I really love talking to everyone. I've grown really fond of them, and I plan on being back eventually. We'll see. I have some stuff planned, but. Um, yeah, no, they've been really great, and they wanna help me promote my music and everything, and I think that that's fantastic.
Yeah, that is amazing. I'm so
Yeah,
happy for you.
thank you
Congratulations.
so much.
I'm so proud of you and keep it up, the passion, don't give up, work hard and everything. So,
Yeah, of course.
where can people find you on social media?
All I think it should be all platforms except Twitter. I'm not on there, but Rihanna Reyes Performer is that's my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then Rihanna Reyes plain just for TikTok.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I definitely can't wait to have you back on here and talk about your next music, talk about your film, and
Of
when it's finished, I
course.
would love to have you back on. We can talk more about it.
I'd be honored. Thank you.
Yes, so when that film comes out, I'd love to talk about it and have you back on and let's
Yeah.
talk about your film.
Mm,
Well, thank you again. We'll definitely stay in touch.
of course. Thank you for having
You're
me.
very